This is Korea News for April 9, 2022. Lawyer Yongsuk Kang's political donations, which failed to enter the party due to the power of the people, surpassed 2 billion won in just one day. While lawyer Yongsuk Kang, the host of the YouTube channel corrosive Research Institute, who announced his candidacy for governor of Gyeonggi-do, recently failed to join the public, lawyer Kang said that about 2 billion won was raised in just one day. Kang Yongsuk, a lawyer camp official, said in a phone call with MakeYoung.com on the 8th, as of 9 p.m. that day, about 2 billion won was raised, 200 million won short of the target of 2.2 billion won. According to the Kang Yongsuk lawyer election camp, as of 2 p.m. on the same day, Kang Yongsuk's donations exceeded 1.97 billion won. It has been only 24 hours since the fundraising broadcast was held at the same time the day before. Lawyer Kang posted on his Facebook in the morning of the same day, saying, as of 7:38 a.m. on the 8th at 7:38 a.m. on the 8th, the fundraiser for the support group, which started at 2 p.m. on the 7th, has recorded 1.77 billion won. The remaining amount until the target of 2.2 billion won, 400 million I will present a target amount of 20 million won, he said, revealing the account balance details. He then emphasized that he wanted to help Kang Yongsuk run for governor of Gyeonggi province, saying, please stop Lee Jun-suk's runaway and tyranny. In another post on the same day, lawyer Kang Yongsuk said, I received an application for injunction with the Seoul Southern District Court around 9 p.m. on the 7th. Earlier, on the 4th, lawyer Kang applied to join the People's Power. On the 5th, one day after lawyer Kang Yongsuk's request for reinstatement, the Seoul Party approved and raised it to the Central Party. People's Power Party constitution and party rules stipulate that expulsion cannot be re-enlisted within 5 years. Attorney Kang was expelled from the current People's Power of the Grand National Party at the time due to his demeaning remarks by announcers in 2010. It has been 12 years since Kang Yongsuk was expelled from the party. After that, the People's Power Supreme Committee held a meeting at the National Assembly the day before and proposed a proposal for reinstatement of lawyer Kang Yongsuk, but it was rejected. People's Power Representative Lee Jun-suk met with reporters of the Supreme Council on the same day and said, I voted to ask the members of the Supreme Council for the reinstatement of lawyer Kang Yongsuk, and it was rejected. He said that he did not discuss with each other because he thought the members would have their own views. On the other hand, President-elect Bae Hyun-jin, spokesman for the president-elect, said on the 6th, the time is not the time for the elected president to pay attention and focus on the matter, regarding the suspicion of a teacher who destroys evidence of sexual abuse surrounding Lee Jun-suk, representative of the People's Power, on the 6th. President-elect Yoon Suk-yeol said that he doesn't seem to have the time to look into that aspect right now because he is focusing on reorganizing the government's organizational structure and introducing great talent to the people first. On the 9th, Lee Jun-suk, the representative of People's Power, refuted the suspicions of his sexual service and evidence-destroying teachers raised by the YouTube channel corrosive Research Center as false. Lee Jun-suk, leader of the People's Power Party, said in a Facebook post on the same day, the content related to the sexual harassment claim raised by YouTuber Gas Se-yeon in December of last year is false. He said that he decided that it was not good to win the election, so he immediately hired a lawyer and took legal action. He continued, however, during the legal process, he recently edited a recording of a conversation between Lee Jun-suk's head of political affairs, Kim Cheol-joon, and the informant, raising another suspicion that he was an evidence-destroying teacher. The head of the department claimed that he was just trying to get a fact check of truthful information at the request of a lawyer. People's Power Party leader Lee Jun-suk said, soon after the corrosive Research Institute raised suspicions on YouTube last year, the mother-in-law informant said that the contents of the corrosive Research Institute's broadcast were false and that she could testify the contents. The informant contacted me first. He also said that he did not know what was referred to as evidence because he said he would confirm the facts. On the 7th, party leader Lee Jun-suk also said to lawyer Kang Yongsuk, who was not allowed to reinstate the People's Power, if lawyer Kang Yongsuk called me directly the day before the agenda was put up and ordered me to do so, I would take down the video and drop the complaint and accusation. I explained that I had no intention of accepting such an inappropriate transaction proposal and that I only submitted the proposal to the meeting in order to perform my duties fairly. Lee Jun-suk, leader of the People's Power Party, continued, to be honest, I voted against the reinstatement of lawyer Kang Yongsuk. He said that it was of course also affected by the contact with the members concerned. The results of the police investigation, which will be concluded soon, will tell you everything, he said, adding that he was very sorry for causing concern, asking you to wait for the results. corrosive Research Institute is a right-wing YouTube channel run by lawyer Yongsuk Kang. In December of last year, Ka Se-yeon raised suspicions that People's Power representative Lee Jun-suk received sexual favors at a room salon in 2013, and on the 30th of last month, on January 10, director Kim Cheol-joon, a key person in Lee Jun-suk, came to Daejeon and told the informant Mr. He demanded a statement stating that the allegation was not true, and said, It is not a crime to get rid of one's own crimes, but it is also revealed that it is a crime destroying teacher who made others do it. Lawyer Kang Yong-sok filed an application for an injunction with the court to suspend the effect of the decision not to join the party, saying that it is an unacceptable result that his application to join the party was denied. Justice Minister Park Byum-jae criticized prosecutor Han Dong-hoon's remarks that he should be held accountable for the alleged prosecution collusion. On the afternoon of the 8th, Minister Park came to the Ministry of Justice's Gwacheon complex and asked a question about the restoration of investigation command by the Prosecutor General. Is it normal? He asked the reporters. On the 6th, Prosecutor Han Dong-hoon issued a statement shortly after the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office acquitted him in connection with the suspicion of collusion of prosecuting. He said the truth should be revealed and accountable. Minister Park said, I tried hard not to name him whenever reporters asked for his real name. There is such a thing as gold. What responsibility are you asking? He said. He then said, neither the President nor the Prosecutor General can do that, he said of Prosecutor Han Dong-hoon. Minister Park said, this is a breakdown of the discipline, order, and system of the country. He said, I feel terrible, he said. In relation to the Supreme Prosecutor's Office's position on the afternoon of the same day that it opposes the so-called completely deprived of the prosecution's investigative authority promoted by the Democratic Party of Korea, Minister Park said, I just received the report and had not given much thought to it yet. The left-wing resistance movement against the right-wing government has already begun. The second instigation of mad cow disease, which started from the subway riot protests by the disabled, is being relayed to the demonstration of the KCTU. But now, the main body of the media has been transferred from the airwaves to YouTube and social network services, and with the advent of electric vehicles, the internal job war of the current motor union, which is the core of the Confederation of Trade Unions, has resulted in many casualties due to gunshots. I am very skeptical as to which direction it will go. The Seoul Metropolitan Government has banned the KCTU resolution meeting, which the KCTU announced on the 13th, to be held near the Presidential Transition Committee in Tungidong, Seoul, and in downtown Seoul, such as Gwangaewamon, Jongno, and Uido. However, it is known that the KCTU will hold the assembly even after the Seoul city government has notified the assembly ban. In an official notice sent to the KCTU on the 8th, the Seoul Metropolitan Government said, the KCTU and other organizations have reported multiple rallies and marches for similar purposes in adjacent places, and it is highly likely that it will be expanded to a large-scale assembly. Due to the high risk of the spread of the coronavirus due to the large gathering of people in accordance with the Act on the Prevention and Management of Infectious Diseases, the Seoul Metropolitan Government may restrict or ban gatherings if there is a risk of the spread of an infectious disease. Accordingly, the Seoul Metropolitan Government has banned gatherings of more than 300 people since March 1. According to the Seoul Metropolitan Government and the police, it is known that about 10,000 people will participate in the rallies held by the KCTU by affiliates and affiliated unions in various parts of downtown Seoul on the 13th, including the Tungidong Takeover Committee, Gwangaewamon, Jongno, and Uido. The total number of protests that the KCTU reported to the police that it would be held in 60 downtown Seoul on that day was less than 299. However, the police and the Seoul Metropolitan Government are concerned that the Confederation of Trade Unions, KCTU, will hold small gatherings of 299 people or less in various parts of the city, and at some point gather in one place in downtown Seoul, such as Uido or Gwangaewamon, to hold a large-scale rally. In an official letter sent to the Confederation of Trade Unions, KCTU, the city of Seoul announced that in case of violation of the assembly ban, the organizer and participants will be fined 3 million won or less in accordance with the Infectious Disease Prevention Act, and if a confirmed person occurs during the assembly, compensation will be claimed. However, the possibility of a physical clash with the police cannot be ruled out as the Confederation of Trade Unions, KCTU, is known to hold the assembly despite the city's notification of the ban on assembly. With the advent of electric vehicles, we support the fighting of the current labor union, the headquarters of the Civil Labor Administration, where about half of the current union members lose their jobs and die of starvation. I hope that each factory in Ulsan or Hwaseong will work hard for their own survival to win internally and survive. We support the war by factory of Hyundai Motor Company. However, the day will surely come when electric vehicles will push current vehicles off the cliff. Thank you for watching today. Please like and subscribe.